Well, howdy there, friends. Today we're embarking on a remarkable journey to catch a glimpse of how the cast members from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air have changed over the years. We'll be revealing their true identities and ages, and you're in for a real treat as we compare their youthful days on the show to the present year of 2023. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all ready for this ride? Let's get this journey rolling. Number 1. Will Smith as Will Smith. The first Will, who is also known as a rapper by the same name, made a name for himself in the acting industry by bringing his innate sense of humor, deftness, and warmth to television. The early years Will, well, he was a bit of a wild card. Immature? Check. Street smart? You better believe it. Self-centered? Well, let's just say he had a mirror for a best friend. But, and it's a big but, this guy had a heart the size of the Grand Canyon, especially when it came to his newfound family. Will had a comeback for everything, and I mean everything. His tongue was sharper than a samurai sword, and he could slice through a tense moment with a witty remark or a playful jab. Sometimes it was all in good fun, and sometimes, well, let's just say he got a little too carried away. The famous Philly rapper didn't need to step out of his comfort zone to take on the role of Will Smith in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. In the show, he portrayed a high school student from West Philadelphia who found himself in the upscale neighborhood of Bel-Air, Los Angeles, living with his aunt and uncle, trying to fit into their upscale lifestyle. But The Fresh Prince was just the beginning of the rapper's acting journey. Will Smith's career in acting soon became even more successful than his music career. He made a smooth transition to the big screen, landing roles in hit movies like Men in Black, 1997, I, Robot, 2004, and I Am Legend, 2007. He even earned Academy Award nominations for his performances in Ali, 2001, and The Pursuit of Happiness, 2006. After starring in blockbusters such as Suicide Squad, when I was 16, Aladdin, 2019, and Gemini Man, 2019, he reached the pinnacle of his acting career by winning the Best Actor Oscar for his role as the father of Venus and Serena Williams in King Richard, 2021. However, this achievement was somewhat overshadowed by another memorable incident involving Smith on Oscar night. In addition to his acting roles, Smith also took on the role of executive producer for several episodes of Bel-Air, a dramatic reimagining of The Fresh Prince on Peacock. He further expanded his horizons by starring in Emancipation, 2022, on Apple TV+. As of 2023, his films have grossed over $9.3 billion globally, making him one of Hollywood's most bankable stars. Will Smith played by Will Smith when he was 22 years old, and now he is 56 years old. Number 2. James Avery as Philip Banks. On the surface, Uncle Phil may seem like he's all business, strict, and tough as nails. But trust me when I say there's so much more to this remarkable character. First and foremost, Uncle Phil is a family man through and through. When it comes to his loved ones, his heart is as big as a house. He cares deeply for his family, and that's a bond that nothing can break. He's the rock they can always count on, the shoulder to lean on when times get tough. He's a responsible and upstanding member of society. You could say he's the kind of person you'd want as your neighbor, always looking out for the well-being of the community. James Avery, the beloved Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, brought unforgettable charisma to his role as the Harvard Law graduate Philip Banks. Uncle Phil was not just a legal eagle, but also a father figure with a passion for politics and the occasional fiery outburst. He was, without a doubt, one of the most successful members of his clan. After the final curtain fell on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1996, James Avery's star continued to shine brightly. He took center stage in UPN's Sparks, adding his signature charm to every scene. Avery also graced our television screens with guest appearances in hit shows like CSI Crime Scene Investigation, Dharma and Greg, and That 70s Show. And let's not forget his silver screen ventures, including Raise Your Voice, 2004, Hair Show, 2004, and Wish I Was Here, 2014. Philip Banks played by James Avery when he was 45 years old. Sadly, on December 31st, 2013, Avery died at the age of 68 at Glendale Memorial Medical Center. Number 3. Alonso Ribero as Carlton Banks. Carlton knows how to have a good time, and he does it in his own one-of-a-kind way. He is a guy who thrives on being around people, and when the mood strikes him, he breaks into dance moves that are nothing short of legendary. Carlton got that infectious energy that can turn any gathering into an unforgettable party. You could even say he's the voice of reason in his group of friends. He respects others, and he genuinely cares about their well-being. But don't get me wrong. There are times when he might come off as a tad annoying, a bit innocent, or even overly confident. But how did Alonso Ribero, the man behind the legendary Carlton Banks, contribute to this intriguing character? Alonso Ribero, the man behind the legendary Carlton Banks, brought us some of the most iconic dance moves ever seen on screen. Carlton, the high school student with a penchant for sweater tying and Ivy League aspirations, added a touch of class to the Banks family. Before his memorable stint on The Fresh Prince of BEL-AIR, this former child star already had a decade of showbiz under his belt. Ribero's career continued to soar, even after the final curtain dropped on the show. He graced our screens with appearances on NBC's In the House, and lent his voice to hit animated series like Spider-Man, the Animated Series, and Extreme Ghostbusters. But the dance floor was where he truly shined. In 2014, Ribero took on the challenge and won the coveted Mirrorball Trophy on Dancing with the Stars. And in a delightful twist, he returned as a co-host of the show in 2022, all while keeping us entertained with his hilarious antics on America's Funniest Home Videos. Carlton, you've still got the moves Carlton Banks played by Alonso Ribero when he was 19 years old, and now he is 54 years old. Number 4. Tatiana Ali as Ashley Banks. When you first meet Ashley at the beginning of the series, you might think she's the reserved and quiet younger sister, someone who's more on the introverted side of life. Her true personality is waiting to burst forth, and it's all thanks to her older cousin, Will. At the start, Ashley seems to be living a life that's highly structured and meticulously planned. Her parents have set her on a path that's, well, let's just say, it's pretty quiet. They've done it all with good intentions, of course. Ashley's got a whole world of energy and happiness bubbling under the surface, just waiting to come out. Ashley's true joy, her real zest for life, comes from being in the company of others. She's like a flower that blooms when it's surrounded by friends and the vibrant energy of social interaction. It's as if she thrives on the laughter, the chatter, and the shared moments that happen when people come together. But how does this girl connect to Tatiana Ali? Tatiana Ali, our beloved Ashley Banks from The Fresh Prince of BEL-AIR, has had an incredible journey beyond the Banks' luxurious mansion. This Sesame Street alum grew up right before our eyes, and we've been following her impressive career ever since. Not content with just being an on-screen sensation, Ali pursued higher education and proudly earned her bachelor's degree from none other than Harvard University. Post-Fresh Prince, she continued to grace both the small and big screens, leaving her mark with roles in The Young and the Restless, as well as in feature films like Kiss the Girls, Jawbreaker, and Glory Road. But that's not all. Ali's versatility shines through as she starred in heartwarming Hallmark Christmas movies, and even took on the challenge of RuPaul's Secret Celebrity Drag Race in 2022. She also made a special appearance in BEL-AIR, bringing a touch of nostalgia to the reimagined series. Tatiana Ali is proof that talent and determination can take you to incredible heights. Ashley Banks played by Tatiana Ali when she was 11 years old, and now she is 45 years old. Number 5. Corinne Parsons as Hillary Banks. You see, more often than not, Hillary comes across as someone who's, well, not exactly leading the pack in the intelligence department. She's got this penchant for being a tad too focused on herself, and that can make her seem, let's say, a bit arrogant and maybe even a touch airheaded at times. But Hillary does have her positive qualities. She's got style, she's got charisma, and she knows how to work a room. Plus, she's not one to shy away from speaking her mind. But she's often depicted as having a bit of a blind spot when it comes to practical matters. So how does Karen Parsons, our favorite Valley girl Hillary Banks from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, fit into this dynamic? Karen Parsons, our favorite Valley girl Hillary Banks from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, brought her charisma and charm to the show, making us laugh and sometimes cringe at her outrageous moments. In real life, Karen followed a different path, initially enrolling at UCLA, but eventually deciding that the traditional college route wasn't for her. And, boy, are we glad she did. Karen found her true calling on television, even hosting her very own daytime talk show. Just like her character, she continued to shine on the small screen, gracing us with her presence in shows like Lush Life, Melrose Place, Lynx, and The Job. Karen even dipped her toes into the world of cinema with roles in The Ladies' Man and 13 Moons. But there's more to this talented actress than meets the eye. She's a multi-talented creator, having penned several children's books. Karen Parsons, proving that she's more than just a character. She's a force to be reckoned with. Hillary Banks played by Karen Parsons when she was 34 years old, and now she is 68 years old. Number 6. Joseph Marcel as Jeffrey Butler. Jeffrey's past experiences are like a roller coaster ride through the world of variety. Picture this: an Olympic runner, a butler for Led Zeppelin, a Greco-Roman wrestler, and even a sparring partner for the legendary Chuck Norris. Yep, you heard that right. Now, you might wonder how all of these seemingly unrelated professions fit together. Well, that's the beauty of Jeffrey. He's like a fine blend of different flavors, each experience adding a layer to his already complex character. It's almost as if his chosen career as a Baba Butler has influence, a strong sense of adaptability, allowing him to navigate through life's twists and turns while still maintaining his core self. How does Joseph Marcel, the suave and sophisticated butler Jeffrey on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, tie into this mix? Joseph Marcel, the suave and sophisticated butler Jeffrey on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, added a touch of British charm to the Banks family's household. But when he wasn't busy attending to the whims of the Banks family, Marcel embarked on a successful post-Fresh Prince career. He graced our screens in soap operas like The Bold and the Beautiful and EastEnders, showcasing his acting prowess in various roles. Marcel's talents weren't limited to television. He also made his mark on the big screen, with appearances in films like Return to Zero, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, and The Stranger in Our Bed. Not just a TV and film actor. He took to the stage with the Royal Shakespeare Company and the Globe Theatre, showcasing his versatility in productions of classics like King Lear, Othello, and A Midsummer Night's Dream. Jeffrey Butler, played by Joseph Marcel, when he was 42 years old, and now he is 76 years old. Number 7. Daphne Reed as Vivian Banks. First of all, Aunt Viv is the kind of aunt who's always there with a word of encouragement. Whether the Banks kids are off on their adventurous escapades or just going about their daily lives, she's their biggest cheerleader. Her demeanor? Well, it's as straightforward as it gets. No beating around the bush with Aunt Viv. She tells it like it is, and that's something we can all appreciate. Aunt Viv isn't just straightforward. She's ambitious, too. She's not afraid to chase her dreams and make things happen. And you know what pairs perfectly with ambition? Empathy. She's got a heart of gold, and it shows in the way she cares for her family and friends. Daphne Maxwell. Reed gracefully stepped into the role of Mom Vivian Banks in 1993, seamlessly becoming the maternal figure to the 3 original Banks children and the newest addition, baby Nikki. Her portrayal was so convincing that the show's fans often forgot that she wasn't the original Vivian. Following her successful stint on The Fresh Prince, Reed continued to leave her mark on television. She graced our screens in shows like Sister, Sister in the House and Crossing Jordan, proving her versatility as an actress. Reed's career continued to flourish with appearances in Eve, a Disney TV movie titled Alley Cat's Strike, 2000, and guest roles on series such as BEL-AIR, A Black Lady Sketch Show, and Fantasy Island. Vivian Banks played by Daphne Reed when she was 45 years old, and now she is 76 years old. Number 8. Ross Baggley as Nicky Banks. Nicky is all about putting others before himself. He's like a little beacon of kindness, always looking out for those around him. And let's talk about his sense of humor. The kid's got jokes for days. He's a natural comedian, and his knack for cracking people up is legendary. He's got this vivid imagination that's always running wild. It's like he lives in a world of endless possibilities. And you know what? He's pretty self-assured for his age. This little guy knows what he wants, and he's not afraid to go for it. Love? Oh, Nicky's got that in spades. He's just a bundle of affection, always ready with a hug or a smile. And he's sensitive, too, especially when it comes to other people's feelings. Nicky might get a bit noisy, come off as a tad arrogant, or get into the occasional argument. Hey, nobody's perfect, right? But those moments of aggression, they're like passing storms in Nicky's world. Ross Baggley made his adorable entrance into The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air family at just 5 years old, taking on the role of baby Nicky Banks. As the youngest member of the Banks clan, he brought heartwarming moments to the show. Baggley's acting journey continued well into his teenage years, and fans might remember him from appearances in Eye for an Eye, 1996, and the sci-fi blockbuster Independence Day, 1996. His talent didn't stop there. Baggley also graced the small screen with a role on Judging Amy. After a brief hiatus from acting, Baggley made a comeback with roles in 2 indie horror films in 2015, proving that his talent had only grown with time. Nicky Banks played by Ross Baggley when he was 6 years old, and now he is 36 years old. Number 9. DJ Jazzy. Jeff as Jazz has this unique talent for finding himself on the wrong side of Uncle Phil's, Will's, and sometimes even Hillary's patience. It's almost like a rite of passage for him to get kicked out of the house. I mean, the guy practically lives for those moments. There's this one time, though, when Jazz tried to outsmart Uncle Phil. He boldly pointed out that he couldn't be thrown out because, well, he was already outside the house. But did that stop Uncle Phil? Nope. He just grabbed Jazz and tossed him right back in. And let's not forget the time Jazz went on a date with Hillary. Now that was an interesting twist. You see, it turns out that Hillary didn't exactly go out with him willingly. It was more like she was coerced into it. Poor Jazz, he just couldn't catch a break, even in matters of the heart. DJ Jazzy Jeff, known for his real name Jeffrey A. Tony's, delivered memorable performances on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as Jazz, Will Smith's best friend and musical collaborator. Jazz, a resident of Compton, often found himself in hilarious situations with the Banks family, especially when it came to his crush on Hillary and his clashes with her father, Phil. Following his success on the sitcom, Jazzy Jeff shifted his focus away from acting. Instead, he continued to make his mark in the entertainment industry through his contributions to film and TV soundtracks. His passion for music remained strong, and he released solo projects and worked as a producer, solidifying his place in the world of music. Jazz played by DJ Jazzy when he was 35 years old, and now he is 59 years old. Number 10. Nia Long as Lisa Wilkes. Have you ever met someone who possesses a presence so magnetic that it's impossible to look away? Lisa Wilkes' presence isn't just noticed, it's felt. It's a force that draws everyone's attention, like a moth to a flame. But Lisa isn't just another face in the crowd, she's a trailblazer. She strides through life with a confidence that doesn't just catch your eye, it grabs your heart and refuses to let go. She's the embodiment of inspiration, leaving a trail of it in her wake wherever she treads. Nia Long graced The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with her presence as Lisa Wilkes, a character who appeared in over a dozen episodes during the show's final seasons. In the series, she played Will's love interest, and their on-screen romance added depth to the storyline. While their characters planned a wedding, they didn't quite make it to the altar. Long's career continued to flourish after her time on Fresh Prince. She made notable television appearances on shows like ER, Moesha, Judging Amy, Third Watch, Empire, and NCIS Los Angeles, showcasing her versatility as an actress. Long also found success in the world of cinema with roles in films like Soul Food, The Best Man, Boiler Room, Alfie, Keanu, The Banker, Missing, and You People. Her talent and presence have left an indelible mark on both television and film. Lisa Wilkes played by Nia Long when she was 21 years old, and now she is 53 years old. We really love the cast of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you on the next video.